Well, hello everyone. We're back again with another change to how this stream looks. I'm just obsessed, okay? We're gonna make sure it looks amazing and everything. We got a new camera and everything. The sound should sound exactly the same. That's basically it. Anyway, we're back. We have a short stream. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I basically just wanted to test out that things were actually working, you know, with this new stuff. And, you know, there's some... We can do some tier lists. There's Arcane stuff. There's Fire Punch stuff. I don't really know. But I opened the stream today, and I saw this terrible thing had happened, which I think you can probably see right here, hopefully. What is this? The homepage is gone. I hope this doesn't mean I have to, like, sign in to see recommendations. I'm hoping that now when I search for stuff, it'll, like... It'll bring up stuff that's relevant. Wait, why am I getting notifications? What is this? Oh, no. Wait, Elite Ari is live. Am I on the right channel? Wait. Wonder if I search my own channel and then go back, what recommendations will I get? I am. I'm live on this channel. Wonder if I search my own... That's me. Oh my god. But why were there 2 notifications? Oh no, wait. One was a YouTube link. Okay, we're good. Oh, look at this. The recommendations are back. I guess it was a temporary thing. Anyway. Elite RE, true. The video's like, not ready yet. This is going to be the best one. Yeah, that's fine. We can tolerate that. This is going to be a short stream. Oh, good. There'll be no Kyle then. True. I need to move this out of the way. Who's going to watch 2.5 hours talking about 27 Fire Punch chapters? What's wrong with you guys? That is true. So let's do a recap, okay? On secondary ENT. Oh, what a great thumbnail, by the way, guys. Isn't this pretty great? Very, very striking. It's got the black background, the text that's curved in. You know, it's a callback to this thumbnail. The End, Mushoku Tensei, volumes 25 and 26. But I think it's even better. Anyway, we had a discussion. We finally finished Fire Punch. There we go. There's Kyle's introduction. I think like an hour and a half of this, maybe more, is not about Fire Punch. It's just about like themes in general. And just like media analysis in general. This was a fun discussion to listen to. This of all the discussions I've ever had, this is probably the one I've spoken the least. Despite how much I liked like Fire Punch, I guess. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I guess if you're wondering why it's 2.5 hours long, that's why. You could probably take away an hour and a half of this, and you would probably talk about the exact same stuff in terms of Fire Punch stuff. But it's good. I recommend this. Go watch this. Anyway. Ill says Miller. True, Miller hates when I show my face. It's just it's so disheartening, guys. You know how much time it took to set this up? You have no idea. I finally bought a proper like RGB backlight thing. So there's red. I have like a remote. No, I have an app on my phone. Look at this, guys. Wait. I've actually never tried this. Let's see what happens. But I should be able to change the color. Wait for it. We're going to connect. We're going to connect. Look at that. It's blue. Oh my god. Now it's green. We're living in the future. This is so good. But anyway, let's go back to red. Because that's what we like. Wait, was that the red I wanted? There's like 2 reds here. Wait. That's like orange. This is the red we want. Anyway. It's great. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we got lights and stuff. Anyway. We're going to make videos and they're going to look good. Finally. Alright, back to what I was reading here. Ill, move back. You're too close. That is a thing I have to figure out, because I'm actually using like a camera now instead of my phone. And there's just like so many settings that I don't understand yet that I'm trying to figure out. And one of them is like the focal length or whatever. And I don't know, apparently you're meant to have like if you want it to look like real life or whatever, you're meant to have like a 50-meter focal length, which involves you sitting 3 meters away. So I don't know how people would do that. I don't know. I'd have to figure this out. Not another change. I totally noticed. Good. Who wants to waste time on YouTube recommendations? Me on stream. That's like the one time I do. But I have a nice system set up where if I'm logged in Elite Ari, I have the recommendations turned on so I can see the recommendations. Then if I'm sick and tired of seeing recommendations, or if I want to avoid spoilers or something, I swap to the ordinary Ari channel. I've turned off the recommended stuff there, so I don't actually see it. So it's a perfect system. I get to choose when it's on and off without having to turn it on or off. Why do you hate Arcane? I like Arcane. Despite how much we were hating on season 2, I've only seen the first 3 episodes of season 2. I haven't watched any more than that yet. I might tonight, depending on how short the streams ends up being. We'll see. But I think it was really good. Actually, I enjoyed the first 3 episodes of the season quite a lot, so I don't hate Arcane at all. Because it's straight trash. Yeah, true. Kyle Entertainment hates Arcane. I can admit that at least. Actually, it's my fault. I influenced him. No, if anything, my going through with Kyle has made me enjoy it a lot more. So my first time through, yeah, I really didn't like it. I almost stopped watching it, but here we are, finally watching it. Why is Miller sending a comedy thing? I guess we'll see if he said anything about it. Is that a comedy thing? Yeah, Seinfeld, right? Anyway, it's way better than Fire Punch for sure. What is better, Arcane or Fire Punch? I mean, as a whole, there's like so many things. There's so many dynamics here because parts of Fire Punch are like better than like almost all of Arcane. But then there's like that one episode 3 of season 1, which is like better than anything in Fire Punch. But then there's like the fact that also that Arcane is like a visual medium, or not like what do you not like an audio visual medium or whatever, like a TV show, which is like way better than reading a manga. So it's got that going for it. But then just like Fujimoto's way of writing is like way more like the writing in Fire Punch is like way more interesting. It's like they're just so different, you know. Anyway, there's a fan clip. That's great. You just made me never want to watch the video, Lamau. It's not going to be for everyone. I think it's better because we weren't spending an hour talking about gender that I don't find very interesting about Fire Punch. So, yeah. But in fairness, I didn't say anything for this theme stuff. So I guess maybe it also wasn't that interesting. I don't know. It's obviously the best discussion. I've nearly got Mia, Lidari, true. I like the background, but you're too close. Okay, so everyone is saying this. This is great. Well, I mean, when I say everyone, I mean 2 people. Let me think. Okay, wait. Now, there is a reason why I've set it up like this, but I can't say quite yet. Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Okay? This is what it's gonna... This is like if I'm actually like speaking to the camera or whatever, right? Like in a digest format, for instance. I feel like this is okay. Also, I have like a little monitor that like shows me what it looks like, which is pretty cool. Like, how far would you want me to go back? I guess I can like do it now. Wait, is there anything in my background? No. Look at this, ready? No, that's going in. I guess, honestly, that's probably the furthest I can zoom out. I can go really far in there. You can see all my details here. Crazy. Anyway. Let's see. We want this. We want something like that. I don't know. Leave your feedback. Tell me how far back you want it. We don't want this. We want this. I like the background. Oh, no, wait. And it's weird you're not looking at the camera. That is true. That's a shame, you know? I can't always talk to the camera. You know what I did think about, though? The fact that when I'm reading chat, it looks like I'm facing the edge of the thing. Like, maybe I should flip it. But then I tried flipping it, and it looked really terrible. And I was like, oh, no. But then I thought, what if I, like, move it? Already? Look at this. I was like, what if I just move it over here? Right? But then this also looks weird to me. I don't like it. So we're keeping it over here, basically. Anyway. Think you're gonna make videos? I'm gonna make videos. Invert the picture. No, I tried that. You know, it didn't look that good to me. You can turn off recommendations. Yeah, absolutely. Leonardo slacking. He's got to watch the great Arcane. That is true. I do need to. Hopefully tonight. Oh my God, I was about to burp. But you know, sometimes you can't burp. It like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Sometimes you can burp really easy. Sometimes you can't. I don't know. Whatever. If Arcane was exactly the same, but a manga by Fujimoto, he'd love it. Maybe, yeah, it is possible. The Seinfeld clip is about you. Okay, let's have a look. Can I even watch Seinfeld clips? I don't know what the copyright situation is with the show. Someone about the red background, I guess? I don't know. The light? Because the thumbnail had like a red thing. Oh, okay, very funny. Okay.
What's going on in there? What?
Okay, there's a punchline, I'm sure. I'm just too scared of copyright stuff, but that's great. Okay. True. I guess the title kind of spoils the thing. Chicken roaster sign. So I guess I'm roasting a chicken or something. I don't know. Next time we'll do a blue background just to please Miller. You you've got to move to the side so you can put images and videos on the right of your head. Yeah, true. Wait, to the right of, I don't know what is my right. Like I sit here, wait, look straight, look to the camera. And then over here, I have like the digest like slideshow thing. I guess I could. No, probably not. Let's get over all the mean comments we got. Did we get any? Let's see. Do you have eczema and inflamed skin, or is it just the red background? I think it's both, you know. I've got a red background and I have inflamed skin. So, what's it called? I don't know. I actually don't know what it's called. Let me Google it. I have this thing. Seborrheic dermatitis. Okay. That's probably what you're seeing. If you're, but it shouldn't be flared up right now. Maybe a little bit. Anyway. What was I up to? Steam Deck and Zoom hotkey. Steam Deck and Zoom. Oh, you mean a Stream Deck? Not a Steam Deck, I'm guessing? And a Zoom hotkey, true. What if you got rid of the camera? I guess I can, you know? You just do this. I'm gone, guys. I'm gone. But then we have a Kai Entertainment stream like that, and I don't like that. I wish he had a camera out, you know? There's a giant red sign outside their apartment. It's funny. Oh, I thought it was the room that was red. Okay. See, I couldn't have predicted that punchline, I guess. Who's streaming right now? Oh, some stream that I've subscribed to. Media Digest when? Probably tomorrow. Don't get too excited. There's two things I'm talking about. I'm talking about Valheim, and I'm talking about Diebuster. And when I say talking about Diebuster, it'll be for like 2 seconds. I'll be like, go check out this Kai Entertainment channel video. So there's not going to be much. Please watch Death Battle Best Video of the Year. Oh, he means this. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna be able to watch today. Okay.
This battle is sponsored by.
I'm probably not watching this today. There's also this one, Arcane one. The Cost of Ambition. Arcane could be topical. We could watch this. What was this? The Bowser versus Eggman, Mario versus Sonic. I have no interest in this. I don't know why Miller would want me to watch this. I have played both of these games. I have played one Sonic game, 2 Sonic games, and I've played, I think, 1 Mario game, maybe 2. And I'm not a big fan of either, so... I like the music from Mario Galaxy. That's like the best thing about that game. Wheel spin when? I'm figuring all this out. There's so many things I'm trying to do at the moment. What is happening with the wheel spin? Let me think. I don't know. Probably by the weekend I'll do another wheel spin. We'll see. There's too many things going on right now to do that right now. Arcane videos are boring as AOT videos. Let's watch Arcane videos. Bowser's just that guy. Why am I reading backwards now? It's the greatest animation of all time. You can watch like 2 seconds of it. When does it start? Oh, where's the interactive bar that shows the start of the battle here? Is it this? It's got like that The Boys Season 3 Black Noir animation.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke! I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord. Get a load of this.
Yeah, I think I get the point. Wait, is the action about to start? Oh, it's like a end game reference? Cool. Alright, I get the point. Alright. Cool. It looks good. But I'm not interested. Oh, I thought this was a spoiler. The 3-episode release is changing TV. True. Arcane has the 2nd best release schedule of all time. Bowser's just that guy. Arcane videos are as boring as AOT videos. I mean, yeah, AOT video. I can agree. AOT videos are boring because I feel like most things that can be said about AOT have been said. Arcane videos could. I don't know. I haven't seen many. I'm sure they could be interesting. I think my Arcane video is interesting. Favorite Straw Hat so far? Definitely Uh, um, I've only seen the movie, so I have no idea. Definitely Nami, if she counts, because she's so cool. Remember that one time she got married to that guy, and then she like started demanding things of him? That was really funny. Arcane Season 1 had the acts like a month apart, right? That seems better than this. No? Wait, it was 1 week, right? I think it was the exact same. Why would you think it's a month apart? And maybe I'm wrong, but I'm like fairly sure it was like a week. Maybe it was less than a week, honestly, from what I remember. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, the best release schedule is just the classic release schedule from Netflix. Just release it all at once. That's the best way to do it. But this one's fine. You get nice 3 episodes, you know. I get to watch quite a lot. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, it's Hannah. Great. Anyway. What have we got? Fire Punch stuff. There's not much to say about it. Fire Punch good. Arcane. Oh yeah, I did put Fire Punch in my digest. I was going to say maybe I forgot, but no, I did put it on there. I'll have to talk about it next month. Arcane. What can we say about Arcane? I don't know. Oh, another thing I thought of, guys. So, Miller knows this, I guess, because I asked it in Kyle's Discord. But I don't think there's any photos of Fujimoto out there. Like, I know there's ones from like when he was a child that are like at the end of Fire Punch. But I'm at least from my like maybe 5 minutes of Googling, I couldn't find a single picture of him with like any credible like reason to believe it's him. So that's pretty crazy. Like, I have no idea what he looks like. In my head, obviously he looks like the levitating video, right? Levitating. Like this is Fujimoto in my mind. This is clearly what he looks like. Right? But like there's no reason to believe this. It's just like a meme where he's like someone took a video and like said that it was Fujimoto. Like it's not him. I mean, he could be, but there's like no evidence it's him. But in my mind, and in a lot of people's minds, this is probably what Fujimoto looks like. But there's just no reason to think that's him. This is like the other version of Fujimoto, like a Makima cosplay, I guess. But I don't know. Isn't that wild? He's like so famous, but no one knows what he looks like. I know that's like a common thing with mangaka. Like I don't know if anyone knows what One looks like from One Punch Man, but I don't know. Fujimoto is a stranger situation for me for some reason. I guess for anyone who doesn't know, he's the author of Chainsaw Man, okay? Anyway. And Look Back. And Goodbye Eri. And Fire Punch. Heath is here, dabbing. Oh no, I was wrong. No, Weekly's clearly the best. You weren't there for the Penguin hype. Yeah. I mean, there's like, yeah, obviously like there's a trade-off between discussions with other people when it comes to media, like online fandom hype, is the way that Miller has put it here. And then there's like personal enjoyment. And there's like a trade-off between like when you can binge something, you get to personally enjoy it more. And when it all comes out like weekly or like some spaced release, you get to discuss it more with other people or like see a bunch of content related to each episode individually rather than like season-long things. And personally, if I was to weight those two, it's like 90% I prefer the my enjoyment, which is like the binge release, and like 10% I kind of like prefer seeing the discussions and stuff. But that's kind of my take on that, I guess. Do you think Alan Jones is innocent? I have no idea who Alan Jones is. Is that someone on my YouTube page here? Oh, Alan Jones. Indecent assault and sexual touching? I have no idea who that is. Who the hell watches 9 hours of The Penguin quickly without getting spoiled? Who has time to watch 9 hours of The Penguin quickly without getting spoiled? What does that mean? I think what Miller is saying here is that he's implying that like it's difficult to it's annoying when things get released all at once because then on social media you get spoilers. I don't know, just I feel like it's not that hard to avoid spoilers. Like sometimes you'll get minor spoilers, but I don't know, just deal with it. That's my take. Lamau watched Kaiju number 8. I like. True, that is an anime that I have heard of, but I have not seen, so... But if you recommend it, that's good. Like if it all came out at once. I don't even have time to watch 3 Arcane episodes. True. Arcane is... I do like the length of each episode. They are very short. That is a good aspect of Arcane for sure. Leadari, remind me if you've seen Ghost in the Shell before. Yeah, I've seen the movie, like the live action one. And when I say that, I've seen like the final. I've only seen. I watched it on a plane, but I think I like skipped to the end, and I watched like the scene where she was like ripping the tank apart or whatever. And I've seen the original animated movie as well in its entirety, like with the music and stuff. But I don't remember that much about it, and I remember thinking it was okay. So I don't know. Oops. I'd be open to rewatching it. God, my nose is so itchy. Jesus Christ. Legit an Arcane spoiler on your homepage right now. Uh-oh. Let's refresh. I didn't see it. There was the one with, yeah, there's this thumbnail, but I don't think this is a spoiler. The 3-episode release is changing TV. I don't know. Maybe there's another one. I don't know. But you have... Wait. But you have time to be here. Hey, I wasn't complaining about time. I have plenty of time. That's Miller. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. You're calling Miller out. We love this. Okay, this is great. Okay, we love when people call out Miller. Especially chatters in my audience here. Ari, we could do the Batman and the Penguin. It could be on your channel. I have a very high interest in the Batman, so I'd be open to that. I have very, very low interest in the Penguin, but eventually, I mean, I can watch it, like, if there's nothing else. Like, I have a long list of things that I would rank above watching the Penguin, I guess, at this point. I guess the one thing that could convince me is the Penguin done? Like, are there going to be future seasons of the Penguin? Because if there is, that kind of plummets my interest to, like, near zero. But if it is, like, a one-and-done thing, then I'm, like, kind of really interested in it. So I don't know. And not, like... Also, if it, like, ends ambiguously and it's like, oh, there could be, like, another season or there might not be. And I'm like, I don't know, you know. Anyway. I'm currently eating and sleeping and talking to people IRL while watching this stream. That's different. True. The manga is better, Kyle. The manga of Ghost in the Shell, of course. The manga is always better. Except it's not. You know what I watched today? It's so bad. Goodbye... No. Goodbye Eri Reaction. Because I was like, man, that's such a good manga. And I went back and I read parts of it. Where is it? Tiabu. Our favorite health scare react channel that Shabes likes. That I've never watched, but Miller is also treats as a lol cow or something. He has a reaction to Goodbye Eri. And it's kind of crazy. Like, firstly, he just shows the whole manga, which is pretty crazy. But in fairness, maybe it is actually fair use here, because he talks about every page for like 20 minutes. It's crazy. Not really 20 minutes, okay, but I don't know. I skipped around to the bits that I was interested in, and his reactions were... He seems kind of like... like, I cannot imagine watching this video... Okay, how about... What if I phrase it like this? When I watch a reaction video, I want to see someone... go through the experience of reading something the same way that I did, you know? This is not at all the way that I ever consumed Goodbye Eri, where I'm flipping the page, I'm having like a giant emotional rant about like my life history and how this page impacts me in my life and the lessons that it should impart on my audience. And it's like, I don't know who the audience for this is, but it was definitely not me. And it's split into like there's like 2 parts of this, and I don't know, this was a strange video, basically. But at least... And it also... You know what it felt like? It felt like... It just felt like he's like a cult leader, and he's like shaping... He's trying to shape me into like a certain being or something. I'm like, this is strange. I don't like this. But anyway, that's Tiabu. He's a reactor that I've never really watched anything for. Alright. How's your gym going? I ran into a gym problem, okay? So it's not really a problem. Like, it's more of a long-term problem, which is I have a squat rack, okay, guys? I could probably pull up a picture, but I don't know where it is. But which is I'm using as a makeshift kind of like, you can bench in there too, right? Like it's like a squat rack with like safety bars, so when you're squatting, you can like, you know, collapse and you'll be okay. And the safety bars for the squatting are good, But when you bench, it's either I have to have the safety bars at like level 5 or whatever, and then it's like too high and I can't get it to my chest, or I have to like really arch my back to get it to my chest, or I have it too low and then it's like, I'll probably be okay as long as I like quickly push it down myself a little bit. But it's a bit too scary there, you know, if I have it a bit too low. So I need to figure this out. I might need to get like some way to adjust my bench to make it lower, or maybe to like get another bench that is like height adjustable somehow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But that's more a long-term thing. I'm not planning to lift anything too heavy at the moment. But the gym is going okay. Maybe it'll be a movie night extravaganza. Maybe we can rope others in. True. Kusanagi is actually funny. Int. Kusanagi. Anime? Manga? Person? Oh, Ghost in the Shell. I'm assuming it's a character from Ghost in the Shell. And he said Kusanagi is actually funny. It's int. Okay. Did you get a couch? No. In my apartment right now, guys, I have no furniture still. Nah, she's cool and stoic. The Ghost in the Shell sequel manga, where it's all 3D models, is the funniest thing ever. We love 3D. We love Arcane. The manga came after, though, right? I have no idea. I got 3 pages into the sequel and closed the web page. Miller, make him watch the Penguin. Why do you want to watch the Penguin, Kyle? 99% a one and done thing. Okay, that's very interesting. Technically, I think, is it even on my, it might even be on my personal radar. I don't remember. No, it's not. The Batman is. Did I put it in the approved suggestions? Oh yeah, I did. The Penguin. True. We gotta approve this stuff too soon. Us. I added this. This is meant to go on my personal radar. Crazy. Okay. What was I up to? Technically, the Batman 2 will just be the sequel. Is it in the same canon as the Batman? That's pretty crazy. He reacted to all of Fire Punch, Ari. That's pretty crazy. Tiabu. Damn, that is crazy. Oh my goodness. He's got Fire Punch reactions. I'm not watching them though. True. After that reaction, you know, it was fun for what it was, but I will never watch another one. And when I say I watched it, I watched like maybe 2 minutes of it. I skipped to the parts that I found interesting. Anyway, and I almost today, I have a daily alarm, okay, on my phone that goes off at like 5:50 p.m., okay, when I get home from work. And it says, cancel Blindwave Patreon subscription. Because I am paying almost $30, 30 Australian dollars a month, for a subscription that I am absolutely not using. And every day I get closer and closer to actually doing it. Today was the closest. I even opened up Patreon. I went to the subscriptions tab, and then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to support Blindwave because I love them, okay? They deserve the money because they're amazing and they make good content, and we're going to keep supporting them for absolutely no reward. So that was my conclusion today. He's very inhuman. That's an interesting word. Lamal watches one video and already says the cult leader thing. Like, it's like so patently obvious. It's just the way that he speaks. My goodness. I feel like I've just seen many people like that before. Gym just refers to one piece of equipment in your apartment. Yeah, true. I mean, I don't know if it ever talks about it, but yeah, I do powerlifting stuff. So squat, bench, deadlift. That's it. I guess sometimes I'll do like oh my god, it's been so long. Military press or like shoulder press, I guess, with dumbbells and I don't know, very basic stuff. But I think squat, bench, deadlift, that's really all you need, I think, in my opinion. Of course, it's in the same canonary. That's why I group them together. Right. Silly Ari. Penguin is right there in the Batman poster. Yeah, but it could just be like some other penguin. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this Batman. Actually, I know that the Riddler's in it or whatever because there was a big TikTok meme about him. I will lead Ari. I enabled super chats today, but I couldn't do memberships because I don't got badges. Like on YouTube? Did you stream? Did I just like miss a Kyle Entertainment stream? Or can you just like set it up with that? Or can people like comment super chats, I wonder? Now the question is, what channel would Kyle stream on? Surely it would have to be Kyle Entertainment, right? Okay, no streams on here. God, what a thumbnail. My goodness, this is going to get so many views. It's not really, it's not, but you never know. Blind Wave Evil Ari, please read out that long Reddit post. What was the long Reddit post? Did we talk about this last time? I don't remember. Okay, another Eric dead meme, right? Yep, died, okay. Dragon Ball Daima reaction roster. I'm gonna complain about no one being in it. So after watching the Daima dub in theaters, didn't know that. I started thinking about the crew's reactions whenever the dub starts streaming. At first, I assumed it would just be Eric solo reactions, like other recent. It definitely will be, right? I guess it could be also be Jake, right? If you're seeing Dragon Ball, I don't know. But then I realized that with the show taking place right before Super, Rick wouldn't really be missing any context if he chose to join in. Then I thought a bit longer and realized that recap they would do at the beginning of the series could actually be a really good way of catching Aaron and or Calvin up on the stuff they didn't really get to see in DBZA. What do you think? Would Daima be a good place to introduce the rest of the crew into reactions for official Dragon Ball content? I don't think so, because I think, like, as hopeless as it may feel to us right now, I do feel like they are holding out hope that one day they will actually react to Dragon Ball Z. So I think they probably just want to keep them unspoiled from that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll do it. That'd be kind of crazy. Anyway, what was I doing? Some evil blind wave thing? I don't know. Is it this? Just zero. Yeah, it's probably this, right? Jesus Christ. How will you get Sanji's legs with just arm exercises? I have a barbell. I have a squat rack. I'm going to be doing squats. My goodness. Bench, deadlift, squat. It covers everything. Anyway. But yeah, you should set up memberships, Kyle. There's no reason not to. Like, even if you don't have to, if you don't want to live stream, you can just have memberships on your channel, right? It's very easy to set up. Yes, on YouTube, you idiot. I don't know. You stream on Twitch. It's not that much of a stretch. Why not just have the whole crew start at the start of Dragon Ball? Don't think even Eric has seen it all. God, they're fake fans. I'm the only real Dragon Ball fan. I mean, they probably have some anxiety about starting another long series, so I don't know. Okay. About 2 years ago, I posted this here. Okay, a while ago, I mentioned that wait, how big is this text here? Let's zoom in. Okay, a while ago, I mentioned that I had some problems with the channel. While I had many discussions, I really haven't felt the same in regard to the content they've been producing. One, a big one, they wanted to get over 1 million subs last year, and they barely made 100k subs. I think that's why they're doing all the new channels. While I don't think it's all their fault, I do think it's a lot to do with watching shows that either don't have a large enough fan base to get more fans, Assassination Classroom, or shows that have had one but went downhill, The Flash, any CW show. I don't know, this is like... Blindway probably made the right choice by not focusing on sub count, because sub count doesn't impact anything. Like, the only thing it could tangentially, like, benefit them in is, like, maybe if they get sponsors, but I don't think that they have sponsors that often. Like, I feel like I can name on the times on one hand where unless recently that they've got sponsors that I just haven't seen it, but, like, who cares about the subscriber number, right? But this is, like, a thing that happened, I guess. They did aim for that and eventually gave up. Not doing specific shows differently, the big one being Naruto. I won't get into it because everyone knows what the problem is here. I guess he's implying that it's like not doing 2 a week or something. Now the thing is that, like, I get it. Like, I feel like this is a very minor thing, right? If you're going to watch Naruto reactions, you're going to watch them, like, regardless of their release schedule, but, it's far more important that they don't get burnt out on a show, right? That is, like, way more important than finishing something in a timely manner, right? Like, I don't know. Anyway, however, I think that Batman and Ben 10 have the same problem. They are too long for viewer retention. The first step has 10 times the views than later ones. This is because people don't know which episodes are more fillery. I don't know what that means. Batman has 6 or 7 sequel shows, some better than others, but you love most of them and you find blind wave watching them. You're so excited to see them, but you watch your favorite part, Justice League Unlimited, JLU, I don't know. But that's not going to happen for 3 or 4 years, so you don't sub, you don't even wait. You just leave and hope YouTube recommends to you in 4 years, maybe. The new channels, they don't work. This might be true. Don't get me wrong, I hope it works. However, I've never seen it work out. It's not destroyed or harm channels, but it's not helpful. To have a second channel? I feel like there's like so many successful second channels, right? For instance, Corridor Crew. I think it became bigger than their main channel, right? But probably not. But 6.6 million. I didn't even know they had a main channel. I only knew them from their second channel, right? 10 million, probably more views per month through, who knows. Anyway, there's a lot out there, so this is wrong. In the day that their Mandalorian reactions been out, it's been half as many views as the Mando reactions did a few days did in a day a year ago. If any of the crew stop reacting to Naruto, I'll be unsubscribing from their Patreon and YouTube. Several reactions have lost certain members, even Naruto already did. Shane was in the first 32 episodes. That means that we would have gotten to episode 64 with Shane. Now, I understand the support Shane's decision to leave for personal reasons. That's why I didn't leave. That's funny. Eric's insistence on one per week will lead either Calvin or Rick to drop it. I 100% guarantee that, and in 2 or 3 years, when that happens, don't say I didn't warn you. Finally, I won't be replying, so don't expect me to explain myself. If you disagree, that's fine. I'm just speaking for myself and needed to get some of this off my chest 2 years ago. Wait, so this was 2 years ago, I guess? Or is he like summarizing? Is this what that means? Is a quote from 2 years ago? So that's pretty funny. Have they really had other channels for 2 years? That's kind of crazy. Now I've decided to bring this back up because someone actually DM'd me that I called that Rick and Calvin would leave Naruto in 1 or 2 years, and because of the amount of disagreement I got over this original post, I was 100% right, and everyone who was arguing that Rick and Calvin wouldn't leave the show should take back all the arguments they had. I would also like to point out that my second channel prediction was also correct. The new channel for Star Wars content is getting much less views than they did back then, than they did back when they were on the main channel. Now, I'm sure some of the issue is that the lack of hype around current Star Wars content itself, but just going back to the Season 2 finale of Bad Batch versus the final Season 3, you'll see a substantial drop-off in views. 88,000 for 3 versus 147,000 for 2, which usually isn't the case. Usually the series finale would have more views than the middle of the season finale. Just look at the shows they didn't force into a new channel like Better Call Saul. Its mid-season finales all have less views than its actual finale. Same with Gravity Falls or Teen Titans. I have no idea if this is true, and I have no faith in this person to have actually looked into this and done some numerical analysis of this. I have no idea, so who knows. Now again, I honestly forgot that I made this post until a fellow Redditor DM'd me about the Rick or Calvin prediction, so I just figured I'd share my Nostradamus post here again. That's great. We love Redditors. Who is this? Jared Sage. Do you think this is like a Blind Wave person or just a random commenter? I don't know. Anyway. I guess I should probably read this and then read chat. Okay, I don't mind. I don't care. Respect you typing all this. Viewership stats definitely doesn't seem like their biggest priority these days, which made their push to 1 million seem a little weird. Okay. You come off as a very entitled person that stomps his feet and cries when he doesn't get his own way. All of your points are just patting yourself on the back for nothing and or demanding things go your way. Every single post you have made here is negative. Crazy. Blind Wave drama, guys. Can you believe this? You come off as a big baby with this post. What you should have done was hold on to this and wait for the perfect thread that someone else started to gloat about it in. There's like a thread every 2 or 3 weeks, people not being in reactions. True. Anyway, Blind Wave has haters. I've got no badges, so it's immoral to enable them. Just make a badge. It's very easy. It's like pixels. It's like 32 by 32 pixels. I think you can do it. Jake replying to these types of posts is so funny. I don't think he did, right? But it is kind of... What is this? Oh my god. I wonder if he did, actually. No, probably not. No. But it is funny that there's like a Blind Wave crew member here that replies to stuff. I appreciate the Destiny approach to like subreddit moderation, which is that you just ban someone who is a bit crazy. Sounds like a good idea. But not that... I don't know about that person. Would I ban them? I don't know. Maybe. Why not just have the... Read that already. The 1 a week thing prevents them from ever watching all of One Piece, so it's bad. Then again, they started Pokemon, so who knows? I mean, I can imagine a day in the future where they react to One Piece. It's not that crazy. Like consistently, I mean, like week to week or whatever. Hello, everyone. Mr. Gems is here. Hello. I can't draw, Elite Ari. Neither can I. Sorry. But, you know what I can do? I can... Look at this, guys. Elite Ari. Firstly, I can take a picture of my face and then sketch over it and then produce an image that kind of looks like me. So maybe Kyle could do that and have his face be the badge. Or maybe, literally, the easiest thing to do would be, not secondary NT, I guess it depends on what channel you're streaming on, just literally take the Kyle Entertainment logo and like change the color of the text to be like bronze, silver, gold or something like that. It's like something really simple where you can distinguish like the tiers of people based on like the color of the logo or something, you know? It's like easy. You can come up with something, I'm sure. The K-Bird, have you considered stealing art instead? True. I'll have you know, my membership badges, they are completely, I drew them myself by taking my logo and then manually changing the color. So, yep. From beginning to end, I completely created them. I sketched it on Procreate on my iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil. I edited the colors in Photoshop, which I pay 950 Australian dollars a year to use. And then I uploaded it myself to my channel. Wait, I should just AI generate them. True. Jake replied to the dry... Okay, let's have a look. He's careless educator. That is true. Oh, I've opened too many things. He needs to be a mod of this sub, but then again, who knows who owns this sub? I have absolutely no idea. Shoka Tensei post. What was the hate post? This one. Oops. Oh, Jesus. 25 replies. Some 2 a week thing. Too bad. I was right. Hating on Rick or something. Okay. Oh, no. Liking Rick, I guess. You will never... Okay, let me... Actually, I guess I have to read this. I have given up on them after... Sorry. I've given up on them ever doing 2 episodes a week, but 2 years ago, if they had listened to my, and most of their fans' complaints about it, we would have gotten twice as many Rick reactions. Too bad, I was right, and him leaving in 1 or 2 years. Yep, okay. You'll never know if that is actually true. 2 Naruto a week means a handful of shows don't get done, and no clue what happens with Rick's mental crisis. I feel like this is the weakest of all of the arguments you could have made. I feel like my burnout argument is like way stronger because like it'll ruin the content and you want like good content, right? I'm sure there's a way to like adjust the schedule that you could do 2 a week instead of 1. I don't know. If you add more to this, to his work, and also I don't know about Rick's, I would not speculate on Rick's mental health in a comment like this. I have no idea. If you add more to his workload, he could have had the crisis sooner, or it might have been less sooner. How would you possibly know? I guess that's the point here, right? No, Jake's right. Okay, we're not going to hate him. He's right. He's arguing against the person that is making a strong claim. He's saying that you don't know, which is right. Being right for the wrong reason about him leaving doesn't mean much. You thought that they would get tired of the show and are willing. Wait. You thought they would get tired of the show and willingly leave, in which wasn't the case. Okay, great. We love Jake. Isn't that great? Okay. Why does Photoshop cost you so much? That's just how much it costs. I mean, it's the whole Adobe suite, I guess. I don't just have Photoshop because I need Photoshop, Premiere, and After Effects. Everything else I don't care about. Every now and then I'll use Audition, but like I don't need it. I could work around it. Yeah, and there's no like cheap package to get just those 3 programs, which is annoying. I think it's like 900. It's ridiculous. It's expensively ridiculous. I used to get the student discount, but I'm not a student anymore. But I do make money, so I'm not worried about it, I guess. Anyway. Is watching and talking about Naruto for an extra 30 minutes really adding more to their arduous workload of watching TV and playing video games? I mean, it obviously does, right? Because like the thing is that it probably doesn't affect it significantly, right? Like sitting down to watch Naruto probably involves like maybe like 5 minutes. Being like very charitable, it probably involves 5 minutes of setup. Like sitting down and watching for like 30 minutes and then discussing for like 20 to 40 minutes, right? Probably, I assume their discussions are probably shorter for Naruto. It's probably not even that long. So in total, it's probably like maximum. How long would it be actually? Like if I'd probably like schedule like a 50-minute session to record Naruto. I guess. And if you double the footage, like say instead of releasing you still release one reaction a week, but you record the reaction for 2 episodes before you do the discussion. All you would be adding is like 25 minutes to the reaction portion, and it honestly probably wouldn't affect the discussion that much. Like, if anything, you'd add an extra like 5 minutes to the discussion or something, right? Which in that case, like, you're literally just replacing an anime reaction slot, which would be like, say, a 25-minute episode, with like a live action TV reaction slot, which would be like a 50-minute or like a 45-minute like reaction thing, which doesn't seem crazy to me. Like, I feel like they could definitely do that. I truly think the burnout thing is like way more of a worry, right? Like, you don't want to consume too much of something and then get burnt out on it. I don't know. I think Jake's behind Rick's mental crisis. He's drugging him to take his place. Maybe. True. Are you excited for Blind Wave watching an Avengers cartoon from the early 2000s? No. However, I do have to say, there is the, I don't know what show this is and if they've reacted to it or if they're going to, but is it Justice League Unlimited? That's not Hazel League. It's not Hazel Unlimited. Whatever this is. The first one, there's like the first episode, sorry, there's like an alien invasion or something. This was the show I enjoyed as a kid. I only watched like maybe like a few episodes of it, but if they reacted to this, that'd be kind of cool. I'd probably be interested. Or maybe they are honestly doing it. I have no idea. I know there was like a few Justice League things they were doing, and I don't know. Anyway. But no, I'm not excited for an Avengers cartoon from the early 2000s. The only thing I'm excited for is their done-to-done reactions when I finally get to watching that show. Which apparently had a really good episode this week, is what I hear from the anime subreddit, where some random person made a post about how... Not Destiny, jeez. I'm just so obsessed with Destiny, I just type it in by default. Anime. Wait, is it gone? Well, there was a post on here, you guys have to trust me, and it was talking about how Dun 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 is the greatest thing ever. I was like, man, okay, that's great. Anyway. What a good decision to upload 6 Jake Dun 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 reactions in a week, but do Arcane weekly. Yeah, doing the Arcane weekly thing is kind of crazy to me, because I feel like for live shows, you should probably try and get them out quickly, but I don't know. Blind Wave knows better than me, okay? They have like 9-minute discussions on Naruto. Yeah, that is kind of what I was expecting, because like for Hunter x Hunter, for instance, that's like probably the most recent anime I've watched of theirs. Their discussions were very short, especially towards the end. Elite Ari hates Pixie. I guess for reference, everyone, Pixie is a content creator. I think she is I know her because she's a Destiny Orbiter, and I don't hate Pixie. I think Pixie is very genuine in the things that she says, and they're usually, non-offensive, so I don't have a strong opinion on her. Anyway, what was I actually doing? There's a lot of things going on, guys. Oh, I'm also a little worried now because I'm in very high quality. I have reflective glasses, and I don't want to like leak like messages and stuff, you know? I feel like there's no way you can see through my glasses, right? Okay, guys, we're gonna... Wait, what if I like go close? Can you see my screen in my glasses? Let me scroll up and down. Probably not. No, almost certainly not. No, you can't. Okay, we're good. Okay. Anyway. Oh my god, my mouse is double clicking again. I hate it. Every few years, my mouse just has a glitch where whenever I click once, it'll click twice every now and then, and it's so annoying. Anyway. Pixie doesn't even create content. It's a shame. Please stop. True. Thank you. Miller is... What's like the phobia for seeing people's faces in videos? Because Miller definitely has that. Okay. Now that this is all out of the way, we're probably not going to do this today. 5 punches done. Oh yeah, there was some hate calling order 3, right? Secondary NT. No, it's on my channel, right? Oops. Ordinary Ari. Well, hello. It's getting a lot of views, by the way. I think it like spiked, but I think it's plateaued now, so we're probably not gonna get many. How do you know about Tariq? Now what the hell is a Tariq? True. It's so cool to hate on a show because people like it. That is true. We do hate on it because it is popular. When you say the imagery doesn't land for you, I'm way too curious what sort of art has wowed you before, because Arcane is top-notch in art direction. So I agree with this. This is a point directly toward Cloud Entertainment, because I have never complained about the art direction looking bad. So I don't know, Kyle, you're going to answer this person? You're going to give him a good reason, an example of something that you think looks good? Who knows? God damn it. I keep double clicking the window and it makes it full screen. I hate it. Are we gonna do Arcane tomorrow evening, Elite? Yep. I mean, I don't know about evening, probably night. I have to watch it first, you know. How long have I been streaming? Almost an hour. Okay, we're getting there. Wheel. We're not doing the wheel today, okay? I've got too many consuming things on my plate right now to do a wheel. The art direction is straight trash. Well, give an example of something that has better art direction and reply to that person in the comments, and maybe they'll be there next time to see our thoughts on the next part, because they'll be like, oh my god, this guy like reacted to my, or replied to my comment. Tarek is a character from League of Legends and one of the characters in my PFP. I thought you had a JoJo's PFP. Am I crazy? Or is that just a meme this whole time? Crazy. All right. Thinks Diebuster looks better than Gunbuster. Does he think that? I don't even remember. Diebuster obviously looks worse than Gunbuster, my goodness. Staring Contest 2.0, you blink. I'll always blink. Wait, is it 1.5? No, it's not. We're winning. Oh, I blinked. I blinked again. All right. I'm really bad. I blinked again. It's in the first 14 seconds. I feel like I blinked 4 times. All right. That sucks. I'm finishing late tomorrow, so it'd have to be that time slot. Oh, we'll see. Diebuster looks better than shitty Arcane, definitely. Well, just put that as an example, reply to the comment, and they'll be so happy. And shitty Gunbuster. Okay. Let's quickly, while we have time, do the tier list that I want to do. Because it's like topically relevant and stuff, and I could make a video out of it, but I don't know if I can be bothered. No, that's not what I wanted. Arcane characters. Is there really anything to say? I feel like I had to have done this at some point, but nothing comes to mind. So I guess I'm just going to do it again. And I think this is season 1. I looked at this before stream and I didn't see any season 2 stuff. So yeah. By the way, a Riot employee expanded on that Variety article you were talking about in the video, Kyle. Oh, wow. Oh my god, big drama. True, there was also, Miller the Killer in Kyle the Taman's Discord, which I was going to say you can join if you become a Patreon of his, but you can't. You have to be a co-collaborator of his. He linked he sent a screenshot of like EFAP reacting to Arcane, or like talking about Arcane. And I was curious because I was like, I feel like these people liked season 1. These people don't like a lot of things that I like. I know they don't like Eric from Blindway, for instance. And I was curious to see what they think. So I opened it. I didn't watch it because it's like long and stuff, but I thought, let me go to the comments. And then there were like, so many people were talking about how short it is and how it's annoying that there's like 2 seasons and not 3. And they're talking about how like basically the whole thing that I think Kyle was saying, which is that there's like a whole drama about the fact that it's 2 seasons instead of 3. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. Then I closed the tab because that kind of discourse is the most annoying thing in my life. I hate it. I hate it so much. Talking about, oh, it should have been 3 seasons. It should have been 2. Oh no, they actually wanted 3, but now they're going to do 2 because of like stuff and things and reasons. And I hate it. It's boring. Anyway. Caitlyn is like the only character they've completely ruined so far. Oh, Miller's mad. I love Caitlyn. I honestly, I probably only like Caitlyn because of how hot she is. That's honestly probably it. Unless, did I have a good reason last season? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know. That was Minty, not me, who linked that. He is very mad right now. Oh, okay, it was Minty? I thought it was you. By the way, my prediction was so right. Nothing getting wrapped up here. It was supposed to be 5 seasons, Leadari. I've been getting legal or shorts recommended to me. Well, watch them, okay? Caitlyn was so cute and innocent last season. Now she's evil. No, now she's hot. But I've only seen her in 3 episodes. Okay, I haven't seen more. Anyway, we love Caitlyn. A. Vi is kind of very boring. So C. What is like the most interesting thing about? Is there anything interesting about Vi? I think. How can I even? I don't think there's anything interesting. Like the most interesting thing about it was like when she cried in the beginning of the end of episode 3 of season 2. That was like the coolest thing. 'Cause I was like, oh look, she's like trying to be strong, but like no, she's like letting it all out now. She's crying. But beyond that, I don't think there's anything I find interesting about Vi. She's not D. She's not like terror. She's like fine. I like her like design, like her character design. It's like kind of cool. I like Victor. Victor has an interesting kind of like there's a few things I like about Victor. I like his I mean, honestly, the storyline with whatever her name was, Sky or whatever, like her was the most interesting thing, I think. The fact that he is unaware of this person who has a crush on him, and I thought that was very cute. I feel like there's just not much to say about these Arcane characters. He's like the stereotypical smart guy who thinks about things and doesn't rush into things, but also, I guess, like, he had the whole element of, like, he was dying and he wanted to heal himself, and that was, like, kind of interesting. I like that. I think the stuff this season is more interesting. I guess it's the stuff I've seen the first 3 episodes, so I don't know where it's going, but I don't know. He seems to have a strong moral compass, I guess. I don't know. He's kind of cool. I like him. Jace is, like, fine. Like, he's, like, probably a bit better than fine. Like, he's enjoyable. I usually enjoy Jace scenes, but I don't know. I'm just now realizing how, like, I truly don't have anything to say about these Arcane characters. He's fine. He's like a scientist, but also like a politician. I don't know. This is the lady that got her head cut off by Mel's mum. I don't know, non-character, F. She kind of looks cool, so E. Who is this? Caitlyn's mum? Who is this? It's definitely not Caitlyn's mum. I have no idea who this is. Some enforcer lady. I don't know. F. Don't recognize. I guess I should read the chat as well, since this isn't really a video. Caitlyn was so cute and innocent last season. Now she's evil. Maybe I've been spoiled on some things or something. I have been watching them, Ari. That's great. League law changes every 3 days in Arcane universe is commonly different, completely different, I guess, from regular law. I doubt you've been spoiled, Lamau. True, that was what I was trying to tell Kyle, but he wouldn't listen to me in the discussion. QT Cinderella wants to have sex with Vi. That's interesting. Well, okay. I love how the most interesting thing about most of the characters is them having good action. I'll be honest, of these characters, the action didn't even spring to mind about any of these, so yep, no idea. Yeah, bro, we love Arcane action, so good. I mean, the action is usually good. It's clearly the best part, idiot. The episode 2 fight with the new arm is the best part of the season. That is true. That was probably the best fight so far. Not that there's been many, but yeah. Jace is the worst character in the history of fiction. That's definitely not true. I mean, he's more interesting than Vi, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Vi definitely has a better character design, I guess. I don't know. Ari only likes Act 1B. I don't even know what that means. I've absolutely been spoiled on some things, by the way. Mr. Gems is wrong, and Ari is, of course, is wrong. Well, don't spoil me on anything, or I'll be mad. I know what the roses are about. Okay, great. Mel is another incredibly hot character, but only in season 2. But I actually do like her character more. Like, I like the whole thing with her mom and wanting to, like, prove herself and be independent and stuff, and I don't know, Mel's good. Wanting to be, like, a capable leader on her own, I guess. This guy that Mel's mom, I think, has sex with, is that what he is? I have no idea. E? He's fine? I don't know. I mean, he's not really fine. He's, like, a non-character, I guess. Mel's mom is pretty great. A tier as well. Very kind of straightforward, cares about family, is a strong leader, trying to twist things her way. I don't know, good. This is like they go to like a brothel or something, and this is like the thing that looks like Heimerdinger. I don't know. I mean, I recognize him, so really non-character. I have no idea who this is, but I recognize him. No idea. Again, no idea who this is. Or this. Heimerdinger is terrible. No, you know what? There's like, it's not as bad as like these like non-characters. Wait, non-character. But he's incredibly boring. Whenever he has a scene, I'm like, ugh. Like, the only redeeming thing about Heimerdinger is the fact that he has lived a long life, and whenever he talks about like the distant past, and every now and then we get to see flashes of it, I'm like, man, this is so cool. So I like that element of Heimerdinger. Jinx is the best character at the moment. Maybe there'll be others that spring out, but I enjoy Jinx a lot. Obviously Powder, like when she was Powder, that was the like undeniably Powder is the most interesting character in Arcane. But Jinx is also pretty good. Now what can I say? I mean, there's a lot of elements to what I like about her. The what's like the most interesting thing? I guess it's a false persona that's been built around like her inherent rejection that she perceived from her family when she was a child. I find that very interesting. Like Jinx, I guess this was like the climax of season 1, right? Where it's like she has Powder, who people raised her to be. And then she has Jinx, who is like, she was kind of raised to also be that. And she was like groomed to be Jinx through like Silco and all that. But in the end, she kind of like, she identifies more with the Jinx that she became than like the Powder that she was. And she kind of embraces that persona in a way. I don't know, I find that kind of interesting. But what else is there? There's like more to it than that. For the aesthetic is very cool. The way she acts is like fun as well. She has a lot of like the line delivery of like, I don't remember what the line was, but it was like something about, she's like, sister, yeah, I'm sure you missed her or something. She has like a cool lines that I can like quote, even though I can't quote that one, you know? What else is there? So much about Jinx that's interesting. Like the Powder stuff, like everything about Powder is just so interesting. The fact, like her like hating herself for her incompetence, the rage at the people who like not thinking of her as equals was really interesting. Like the scene where she's raging in episode 3 is probably the best scene in Arcane. The fact that she's like feels guilty for like killing her friends is really interesting. Basically, she's like the best character. It's like not even close. Like it's actually crazy. Now that I'm thinking about it, like look at all these other characters. There's like all these other characters, and then there's Jinx, who is like an actual like good character or interesting character to me. Anyway, Caitlyn's mom, I don't know, she's like stern and stuff. I don't know. See, she's fine. Caitlyn's dad, now he is more funny. No, he's not really. He's like probably the same as her. He's kind of like the more submissive kind of father figure who doesn't really do much. And I don't know. He's like an archetype that you see in a million things that's perfectly serviceable. I mean, he's honestly probably D. Let's be fair here. The clock guy, again, D. He's like kind of, I like the way he's kind of like the, I don't know if I'm like merging my Star Wars knowledge here or if like this was actually referenced or whatever, but he reminds me of the Techno Union guy from the Trade Federation. So no, maybe is that like a thing? I don't remember the Techno Union guy. Is that also the Trade Federation? Can't be right. The Trade Federation was like Newt Gunray or something, right? Anyway, cool. We love it. Is this the paralyzed guy from season 2? I think it's like, see, it's fine. It's kind of cool. Echo is very boring. Every scene with Echo is incredibly boring. The one fight was kind of cool, but whenever I get an Echo scene, I'm like, ugh. We're doing like the scene where we have the good guy that comes from the underground and he's trying to build up society again. It's like, oh, so boring. My goodness. I don't remember this guy's name. Milo? No, not Milo. The other guy. Whoever. One of the kids that Jinx kills. Yeah, he was like kind of cool. It was like he bullied Powder the most, I guess, which was what eventually led to her getting so angry. So we like that. Is this Milo? I feel like he had another name that more suited him. Oh yeah, I just saw it. Kyle said it. Clagger. This is Clagger, right? No, that's like isn't that a guy from Bad Batch? Is it really Clagger? No way. He was kind of cool as well. He was like the more kind of friend, but also, you know, still didn't really, kind of didn't really acknowledge Powder in the way that he should have. Vander's pretty sick. Is he S or A? I feel like he's better than all of these people. Yeah. Vander is kind of cool. like he's not something unique or anything, but I think it's like a trope done well. Like the trope of like this guy who used to be so different and so feared and like so dangerous has like put that life away and is now like trying to make something better with his life. Like he's trying to right all the wrongs that he did in the past or whatever. And he's like trying to help out the people around him, and he's got like these 2 kids that he's trying to look after. Like it's a very tried and true trope that I think they do very well, and I like Vander a lot. The relationship with Silco is kind of more interesting as well. The fact that he feels guilty for like what he did to him, but at the same time he like doesn't accept him as well. It's like he kind of like looks down on him. Van is interesting, but I think more not as novel as Jinx, I guess. Oh, this guy, Enzo, was that his name or something? He was cool. I don't know why I think he's cool. He basically, he and Vander like had one scene, and he was kind of like a good friend with Vander, which made him really cool. I don't know, he's A for no real justifiable reason. Oh, this Inquisitor lady, she was cool. She had, again, every relationship with Vander was like really cool. So Enzo and this lady, she had a cool voice. That's like the main thing. That was probably the coolest voice in all of Arcane. Sick, we love her. Sevika. She's Jace tier. Her fights are cool. She's like kind of nice. Like surprisingly, like she's kind, I guess, which is kind of surprising, and I like that. I can imagine her becoming like I mean, she probably honestly is at this point, but becoming like a redeemed, like nice, normal kind of kind character, you know? I could imagine that. Like living a happy, maybe she'll live a happy life on like a farm at the end of this, and I don't know. This is like the guy that I think Silco rips the mask off. I feel like he's a non-character. I don't remember anything of him. This guy sucked. I didn't like this guy at all. So I only remember him from season 2, but he had one fight. The fight itself was cool, but I hate his design. I hate his voice. I hate the way he moves. I hate the fact that he has this weird like exoskeleton thing. He's like a sleazy villain. I hate him. He's probably the worst character in Arcane. I can't think of one that I like less. Yeah, this guy sucked. I don't even remember his name, but it was terrible. The lady whose son died, or Jace killed, I guess, accidentally. She's like Vi tier. All right, let's read some chat if there's any. I know what the roses are about. Oh, so my cutie Cinderella chat gets skipped over. I think I read it out. Mel's a hottie on a buck and a stack. Okay. The show is definitely more enjoyable if you have League wiki page open showing the portraits of Zorn, Piltover, and Noxus characters so you can predict who'll show up. That'd be pretty cool. I should do that. I'll consider that, I guess. Jesus. I couldn't believe League had lore. I thought that all the locations were made up for Arcane. I mean, I feel like every game has lore, right? Does Among Us have lore? Surely Among Us even has lore, right? Thank God Season 2 has less scenes of the characters going, is Hextech good or bad? True. Give me a series about Rise and the Rune Wars, and I'll give you my money, Riot Games. I am sure there'll be a bunch of Arcane spin-offs eventually. The guy is a Zorn character. This guy is a Zorn character. I have no idea what that means. What bro? Powder's a crybaby loser. That's what makes her so great. Powder is the best character in this, like, obviously. Jinx is awesome. Jinx is awesome. God, it's so cool how Jinx has the Shimmer Observation Haki eye dodge permanently after the end of Season 1. True. I don't know the reference. Yeah, it's some One Piece thing. But she did just power herself up by, like, having both the Hextech and the Shimmer, right? And Uru, crazy. Yeah, bro, Haki's real cool. We should copy it. They made a show about Jinx, but real life, it's called Fallout. Oh, yeah, true. It's the same actor or something, right? She doesn't have the mid Haki. She's just really fast. Oh, it's mid Haki? Yeah, there's a mind Haki. I don't even see where the message was anymore. So who knows? I'll never know. I'm so right that whenever a character gets geographically closer to Jinx, they get better. I don't know. Echo loves nature, bro. Nature. Oh no, you're right. It's the nature thing. It's that's what it is. That's what ruined. It's like whenever they talk about nature and like, oh, it's good. Like the air is so bad in the underground. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's like obviously the air is like the bad air is meant to be like a metaphor for like, oh, the way we've corrupted like the thing with technology and like put all of our waste of the technology into this underground. It's so I don't like it. It's God. Anyway. And I didn't piece it together until you said that about the nature thing. Oh God. Clagger, the Great Clagger. Do they have the balls to give Echo actual time travel? Time travel? Oh my god, like the game. Maybe. No shot, he put the generic dead mental character in S. Well, I mean, I said it. He's very generic, but I think his generic done it incredibly well. He didn't put Shanks in S. See, I don't understand the reference, but true, Shanks is a generic dead mental character, I'm sure. Savika is second best character because she's Jinx's BFF, maybe. I was just about to say he's probably a Thors and Shanks fan, Lamau. I love Thors. Who else is there? The generic father figure person. I don't know. Father figures are great in fiction. The polluted air is more representative of the oppression Piltover has over Zorn. I mean, it's both, right? Like there definitely is the whole thing about like the excess of the society of Piltover is like poured into Zorn, and that's like it's definitely a metaphor about excess, right? Like the corruption of nature down there. But it's also, you're right, the majority thing is probably more representative of the oppression, right? Like the metaphor of like we can't even breathe down here, the air is so bad, like because we're like a separate class of people and all that. It's true. Miller doesn't realize that all the lore is basically just about different types of racism. Maybe. Kite? Yeah, I wasn't a big Kite fan. Kite's okay. Was Piltover and Zorn even connected before Arcane? Who knows? But Zorn doesn't even exist, because Silco's dead. Anyway, no idea who this is, but she kind of looks like Jinx. Oh, wait, is this the lady from the table in season 2, episode 2? Because I thought she looked kind of cool, and I was like, I don't remember this lady at all. So, yep. The kid that Jace kills, I don't know, non-character. I'll put her in non-character as well, because I kind of remember her. Marcus's daughter. I mean, she was in one scene, and she was kind of funny. Yeah, I'll put her in D. She's not worse than this guy. The Singed guy is kind of really cool. B. He's like a scientist, but like crazy. And also he has that one scene where he's like kind of wise and talking to like, talking about Victor with like wise anecdotes about what it means to live and continue fighting and all that. Silco, another S character. Again, this is probably a tropish kind of character. I feel like a lot of Arcane characters probably are, but it's a trope done very well, which is like the sympathetic villain who like you kind of understand his reasoning and you may not agree with his actions, you know, but you kind of agree with the cause in a way. And he wants equality and all that. At the same time, I think the more interesting thing is the relationship he has with Vanda, and the fact that like he was rejected by his brother and Powder was rejected by her sister, and you know he's gonna look after Powder truly because he sees himself in Powder. That's the interesting thing. And like by the end of it, he like loves her as a daughter, and it's like, oh, this is really cute. So we love Silco. Silco is fantastic. And he's drowning in that one scene, just like Powder was. Is this Marcus? Kind of okay. It's perfectly serviceable. I like the funny scene where he like kills Silco by exploding a grenade, but then it was just a fake out. The Victor's little pet thing, or like Singe's little pet thing that he like poisons. I don't know, non-character. I have no idea what this is. This like Heimerdinger's pet or something? I don't remember. Non-character. Don't remember, I guess, for this one. Some bartender. I think this is the bartender that Jinx like kind of flirts with. From memory. Non-character. No idea who this is. Don't recognize. This is the bully guy that becomes powerful. D. Nothing really interesting about him. No idea who this is. Or this. Or this. No, wait. Isn't this the bully guy? I don't know. Jinx's weapon? I don't know. Non-character, I guess. The guy that Victor heals. C. Is perfectly serviceable. The cat that the mouse kills. I guess D, but like... No, D. Definitely D. Better than this guy, at least. No idea. The random police officer guy, he was kind of cool. I'll put him in C. The person who's trying to bully the guy out of money, I think. D. The guy that Vi punches and sends in the air, that was a really cool visual, but character-wise, I don't think he's really anything, so non-character. Sky, is she S? Um, is she? Yeah, she's honestly yes. Like it is the most like, it's been done a million times, but she has a crush and the guy doesn't really, he doesn't notice it, and she's like in love and she's gonna confess the love. You know, she's like every now and then she's working up her courage to do it, but then she dies. Oh my god, and it's so sad, and it's like the most emotional scene in like all of Arcane. She is definitely an SD character. No, that's not even her. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Swap that. We'll cut that out in the video, okay? But she is great. Anyway. I can't believe I messed that up. That's so funny. All right. Yeah, they've always been the Twin Cities. You should look up. Yeah, I've heard. I guess before Arcane, I had heard of Zorn and I had never heard of Piltover, but I feel like I've heard of Zorn. Yeah, they've always been the Twin Cities. You should look up the LoL Universe interactive map if you're actually interested, Miller. Oh my god, this is sick. I thought they were like different planets or realms, not that they can just take a boat between places. Maybe Ari should look at the map too, see what he thinks. Never mind, I remembered Ari hates geography. That is true. Let's look it up. LoL interactive map. Runeterra? Isn't that a game? Was Jana's a League character. I recognize that name. The statue where the smoke was. Yeah, she's on the mural in the fight for episode 3 this season. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Oh my god, I don't need sound effects. How do I mute this? Mute the site. Okay. Wait, there's like other countries? What the hell? The Shadow Isles? What is this? Game of Thrones? My goodness. This is absurd. Noxus can't be in the same continent as like Piltover. That's ridiculous. Well, yeah, you're right. I don't find this interesting. Okay. But yep, they're all in a world. Who even knows if this is an Arcane thing? Wait, was it? No, it's just League of Legends, so it's probably not even canon. This show is so much better when you have the wiki up, Lamau. Probably. Okay. Is that it? Are we done? There's also a 5-punch tier list, but I don't have the energy for that at the moment. What am I going to do after this? What do I have to do? To watch Arcane. I have to... I should probably record Digest, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. Watch what I linked. What, the Tiabu announcement? Although I assume you mean the Alexander thing? Whatever this is. Oh, that's not what I wanted. How do I copy the link? Okay. Spoiler warning. Jace talent. You want to watch a 20-minute video about Jace? I feel like I've even seen this before.
From the very beginning, Arcane's first season is full of great writing, and outside of the stunning visuals, the thing about the story that immediately struck me the most was the sheer amount of weight, perspective, and empathy put into the characters.
True. Watch what I linked. It's funny. I'm not watching a 20-minute Jace video. But I don't have an issue with Jace. It's perfectly fine. I put him in the Vi tier. All right. Short stream, guys. I guess we can also decide what tier list to do for 5-punch. We won't do it now yet. There's this one. Oh, this is like Chainsaw Man and 5-punch. And then there's this. Just 5-punch ones. The Tiabu video will convince you he's not a cult leader.
Your video gave me a moment of clarity, and I just know that the moment I sit back down, it will be gone. It's not something you should concern yourself. It is my concern. You are...
Ah! Oh my god, what have I done? Why is he on the moon? Oh my god.
Your video gave me a moment of clarity, and I just know that the moment I sit back down, it will be gone. It's not something you should concern yourself. It is my concern. You are my responsibility now. Misan, you are my responsibility now. Radical ownership. Radical fucking ownership. You're a part of me, okay? You're mine. You, a little fraction of your soul, is mine now. and I'm gonna make it as good as I can in the best way
You know,
that I know how.
he reminds me of I guess you'll only know if you're like a Destiny fan, but he reminds me of Darius from Destiny stream in a way.
And I don't mean that I own you, but I'm gonna treat you like I'm responsible for you and like I'm a steward for you, and I'm gonna do the same thing to every damn person who watches my videos or comes into my comments. I am responsible for your well-being, and I'm responsible for delivering unto you something that would be helpful to you. It's not something you should concern yourself. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. The well-being of all mankind is exactly my concern because I am a part of it. Because I can change it via my actions, and my actions can change it in a negative way. I could be out here causing harm. I could be the Mickelson twins teaching people how to exploit other people. Go watch Folding Ideas video on the Mickelson twins. Go watch that if you want to find out about some exploitative stuff, okay? You can do evil in this world. I refuse. And I'm not going to act like I'm not responsible for your actions either, because the fact that my speech had an effect on you and got you to wake up for a moment means that I have power, okay? And that's really scary. A little bit of power can go in a lot of ways. And one of the ways that it can go is that you can go into the middle of the police, or in the middle of Times Square and start shooting people up. Psychologically, you can start running around destroying. You can start running around calling people bigots and racists, and or on the other side, running around and using...
Wait, is he American? I wonder who he voted for.
...slurs and demeaning people and destroying their lives. You can do all of those things. And the more powerful you are, the more of an audience you have, the more people who listen to you and care about you and trust you, the more powerful and dangerous you become. And so I'm trying to be really in tune with my own power. And I have some. And it's weird. And a lot of it's like charisma or something. Fuck if I know. Or at least the willingness to say these things.
I feel like in this 2 minutes he said, you know what, commenter? I take my responsibility seriously. You know, I have some influence, and I should be careful about it. I feel like that's what he said here. But
it's still power, and it's power over you, and I'm not going to ignore it. It is my concern. Your well-being is my concern.
Yeah,
and I will do it because it is my concern. It is my responsibility, and so this is my house. This is my house, and I will try to keep it clean, and I will try to keep it organized, and I will try to make it better than it was before, and I will try to build upon it. And you're a part of it. You're a part of my house. My house is the world. My home is the world. My home is all of you. My home is everyone. My home is the world, and it is my temple, and it is holy, and it is sacred, and I will treat it as such. And your soul is a part of it. Your being and your life and your beliefs are a part of it. And so if I can speak to them in a way that changes them, I will do so, and I will do so in what I believe to be the best and most positive way possible. And I will fail, and I will cause harm in the process. And I just ask that those of you who I cause harm to tell me so that I can try to avoid doing so more in the future.
True.
It's not something you should concern yourself with, but maybe we'll read this comment again in a few days, and hopefully will give me pause again. Essentially, my point in writing this is to make it clear to myself, but also for you to know, you have the power to wake people up. You enrich in people's lives, and I, as a person, am incredibly grateful for your existence and all that I do. You are welcome. That's why it's free. I have to do it. I have to do it. Fuck.
I mean, it's not exactly free, right? Like, you need some investment into the technology that can be used to, like, watch these videos, right? Like, if he really cared about his audience, he would, like, ship out, like smartphones or something so they could watch it for free, right? Like, they still have to pay for their, like, internet connection and stuff. Like, maybe he could, like, mail out, like, a physical copy of, like, the videos or something, like, page by page, get a book where you can, like, flip through it and see, like, the content. I don't know. Someone should send him this. Maybe he'll be, like, motivated, you know? Put it in a comment. Suggestion for his content. Anyway. It is what it is, Tiabu. What a guy. Alright. Watch what I linked. It's funny. The Tiabu video will convince you that he's not a cult leader. This is when Griffith earned Guts. True. You belong to me, Guts. Next time I stream, I'll watch some great Arcane videos. That's great. I'll join you, maybe. I think a lot of what Tiabu makes... Wait. I think a lot of what Tiabu makes sense, but... The way he says a lot makes him sound crazy and up. Okay, so the way he's the content of his words. I don't know what Mr. Gems is saying. Like, he's saying stuff that like is like kind of makes sense, but he's just not saying it very good. I guess there we go. It's probably the drugs, maybe. This is probably the best video ever made. No, Ari, he only just started to cry. That is true, but I don't know. I'm not gonna. I can watch this off stream. He was about to talk about getting rid of early access. Oh, I remember this thing. I remember this drama actually. I think Miller talked about it.
I'm so scared of doing this. This is going to destroy me. A few days, and hopefully will give me pause again. Essentially, my point in writing this is to make it clear to myself, but also for you to know, you have the power to wake people up. You enrich in people's lives, and I, as a person, am incredibly grateful for your existence and all that I do. You are welcome. That's why it's free. I have to do it. I have to do it. Fuck. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of doing this. This is going to destroy me. I have to do this. Fuck.
Poor guy.
I've been resistant to do this from the very beginning, for forever, and I have to do it. I don't know that I'll do it today, but I'm gonna dissolve some of the. I'm gonna set myself up for next month. That's what I'll do. I got my tax return the other day. Remember I said, I don't remember where I said it, but I did my taxes for the past couple of years because I kept getting the letters that were like, "You haven't done your fucking taxes, boy, and we gonna come after you." It's like, okay, cool. So I went and I slew the dragon. I got my shit together. I got my sword in hand, and I sliced open the damn papers, and I opened them, and I did my taxes. And the government owed me like $1,500 twice. Now, one of them I have to mail in. I still haven't mailed it in. Fuck. But the other one I sent in digitally. And within a week now, or a couple of weeks now, I forget how long it was. Within a couple of weeks, just the other day, $1,500 or so dropped into my bank account. Okay, that's more than a month of stuff. That's more than a month of stuff. Of food and rent and all the things that I need. It's more than a month. So here's what I'm gonna do. And I've got a bit over a month saved as well. Because I've been
Wait, is he gonna distribute it to his audience? This is gonna be
toward
crazy.
savings. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna die again. Oh god. Oh man. Even considering saying this is so scary. I'm gonna die again.
He's gonna
I'm
die?
gonna kill early access.
Why?
For like a month. And we'll see how it goes.
that was a great pause. Oh my god, I want to hear that again.
Oh man.
I thought he meant forever.
And all the things that I need.
Oh my God. I mean, it probably was forever, but
More than a month. So here's what I'm gonna do. And I've got a bit over a month saved as well, because I've been working towards savings. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna die again. Oh god. Oh man. Even considering saying this is so scary. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna kill early access. For like a month.
it's like from a comedy sketch. This is great.
And we'll see how it goes.
True. Okay. I mean, good for him, you know. Good decision, you know, thinking about his morals and all that. Has he still got it up, I wonder? Doesn't look like it. Good for him. Alright, wow, I didn't realize how fucked up that sentence was. Lamau, I'm playing a game at the same time. Nice. Imagine the government owing you money. That is a thing. I think it happened to me like a few years ago. Early access is alive and well today, in case you're wondering. Well, I was. Well, I didn't see it on the Patreon, but true. Crazy. I also saw this. I'm like mildly interested in this.
This is what most Americans innocently put into their bodies these days, and most alarmingly, into the bodies of their children. And it's no coincidence that Americans...
I do feel like Tiabu would be a Robert F. Kennedy Jr. fan, but maybe not.
That Americans die earlier than Canadians or Germans or Italians or
was
Japanese
that?
or Koreans or Australians or most any other
Australians?
country. And it wasn't always
Wait,
that.
I wasn't looking. The US has the lowest life expectancy amongst large, wealthy countries, like while far outspending them on healthcare. That's so sad. I wonder why.
Or most any other comparable country. And it wasn't always that way. Until the early 1990s, our life expectancy was the same or better than other developed countries. Then, suddenly, more and more Americans began suffering from chronic diseases, from obesity, cancer, diabetes, kidney disease, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and all kinds of autoimmune diseases. Our maternal mortality rate soared to the highest of any developed country on Earth. Same with infant mortality. Like the frog in the slowly boiling water, we didn't really know.
The COVID stats are like crazy. Like this can't be. It sounded so crazy when I saw it, but like you look up the life expectancy in Japan. Was it Japan? Where was it? Was it the US? Yeah, like this. Like this has to be from COVID, right? Like, or did something else happen that suddenly the life expectancy just just dipped? Isn't that insane? That had that big of an effect? Or was it something else? Like this, what else happened in 2020 that I'm not understanding suddenly that just did this? Well, the vaccines, I guess, but almost certainly not. There we are, Miller kill the vaccines, idiot. True. Not true, actually. I'm just joking. Okay, I know that's like a thing you can't say on YouTube. Obviously, vaccines are great. We love vaccines. I got 3 vaccines, okay? We love them. And then when I traveled to the US, I got even more vaccines. We love vaccines. They're great. They're effective. We love them. Anyway. Goddamn COVID, guys. Taking away the life of Americans. Innocent Americans. Okay. I have a problem with ending these things. I need to end this. But then I get a message in chat, and I'm like, oh, you know, anyway. Tax returns are common in Australia, unless you have hex debt, in which case you're fucked every tax season. That is me. I do have hex debt. A lot of it. Okay. Watch what I linked. Let's quickly have a look. Oh my goodness. We're getting the greatest hits of Tiabu here. 48 minutes. Why do you do this?
Alrighty, welcome everyone.
It's unlisted. Wait, why is it unlisted? I don't want to watch something he doesn't want out there, you know? Miller, you crazy man. What if it's like a Patreon video and I am like scamming him or something? What if he comes after me? He's a bit crazy. I don't want him to come after me. My goodness. I'd prefer Mola come after me than Tiabu. Anyway, this is it. We're done, okay? Who knows? I'm probably not streaming for a while. Because tomorrow is almost certainly Arcane. The day after is almost certainly... What is this? Only Use and Blade's girlfriend realizes she's a failure in life while Blade is...
Assmouth donated $3. Beck, you are a weirdo fuck up at you.
I hate smoking. We're not watching this video. Anyway, yeah, tomorrow is Arcane. The next day is probably Chainsaw Man, and then the day after, maybe I'll stream then. Okay, so we'll see. It's gonna be a while. What should I link? Yeah, it's a Patreon video. Miller, you madman. I'll link Blind Wave early access videos for you guys so you don't have to pay. That is incredibly immoral, and I would never support that. And that would just only discourage Film Buff from posting his reactions on YouTube, which is what I want. So don't do that, okay?
Hello, Biden. It's Zelensky.
Holy halibut, it's the chief.
We need 5 billion rockets to bomb Donetsk children. Slava Ukraini.
You just tell us where they are, chief, and we'll hog tie faster than you can say salsa verde.
Find him if he knew. Oh yes, now there's a pleasant excuse. You're as soft as he is, Kakarot. And I'm tired of playing around. I'm going to put an end to this thing once and for all. Vegeta, what are you doing? No more weak-hearted excuses, Kakarot. I'm taking control of this operation now. And for starters, I'm going to blow this ship to Kingdom Come. Wait, that might do us more harm than good.
Goku's right. If you blow up the ship now, you'll most certainly revive Boo. Vegeta, listen, please. You don't know Boo. His power is horrible. He's pure evil. Not even the four Kais combined could stop him. He's murdered millions of innocent people.
Shut up.
Don't be a fool. If Boo's revived, this planet's finished. History. All living things will be exterminated. He'll turn the Earth into a dark, lifeless tomb.
Enough. Now you listen to me.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill him.
None of my concern. The strongest will find a way to survive, and the weaklings shall perish.
What kind of person are you?
How long is this? Why did we do that?
How dare you? You better let go of me, Kakarot.
Come on, let's put what's happened behind us and move forward from here.
All right, whatever you say, Kakarot.
Now what I want to know is why they withdrew from the fight.
Yes. It doesn't make sense, does it? It was the perfect opportunity. They could have gathered more energy.
True.
Maybe Deborah wasn't bluffing. Maybe they did find a new recruit.
It's definitely a possibility, but I don't see how. Happening upon someone that could beat us all? What are the chances of doing that? Slim to none, I'd say.
So true. My goodness. The number of times Beerus came close to dying just because Supreme Kai got on the nerves of the main characters is hilarious. True. Yeah. Now we're gonna get a bunch of Dragon Ball clips recommended. Okay. Alright. You'll never get to One Piece. Stop this current trash. True. It's immoral, but also most base thing Miller has ever said. I'll turn R's Discord into a reaction Patreon leak server by force? Absolutely not. We don't stand for leaks here. Alright. Anyway, that's it. Let me think. I got nothing to say. Wait, I should look at the camera though. But my OBS is over here. Oh, but I have like the monitor there too. Oh, this is great. This is perfect. All right. But then I have to get my mouse lined up. All right. Thanks guys for coming. See you